25 years. That's how long I thought my wife Linda and I had built something unbreakable. We met in college, started with nothing, raised 2 kids, paid off a house, and promised each other forever. For most of our marriage, I believed she was my partner, my safe place, the one person who would never betray me. But all it took was one reckless decision to destroy it all. It began with subtle changes. Linda started spending more time on her phone, laughing at texts she quickly closed when I walked into the room. She joined a book club that met twice a month, but whenever I asked about it, she got defensive. "Why don't you trust me?" she snapped once, her eyes narrowing. I backed off, telling myself I was overthinking. After all, 25 years. But the signs piled up. New lingerie I never saw her wear at home, late nights, sudden girls' trips. One night she came home at 2 a.m., smelling of expensive perfume I hadn't bought her. When I asked, she said sharply, "Don't interrogate me. I was with the girls." Something in my gut told me the truth was darker. The following week, I decided to follow her. She said she was heading to her friend's house, but instead, she drove across town to a brightly lit house with cars lined up on the street. My chest tightened as I watched her step out, wearing a short dress and heels I hadn't seen in years. She walked inside, laughing like she had nothing to hide. Later, I searched the address online. My stomach dropped when I discovered it was a known swingers party house. I didn't confront her that night. Instead, I started gathering proof. I installed discreet cameras and hired a private investigator. Within a week, I had pictures, Linda kissing strangers, wrapped around men in the very house we had built together. The evidence was undeniable. When I finally confronted her, she sat at our dining table, hands trembling. "Linda?" I said, placing the photos in front of her. "Care to explain why the love of my life spends her nights at a swingers party?" Her face drained of color. "It's not what it looks like." I laughed bitterly. "Not what it looks like? That's you. That's my wife with other men." Tears welled in her eyes. "I just wanted to feel alive again. It didn't mean I don't love you." "Love?" I snapped. "You destroyed 25 years of trust for cheap thrills. That's not love. That's selfishness." She reached across the table, desperate. "Please don't tell the kids. Don't end us. It was a mistake." I pulled my hand away. "A mistake is forgetting an anniversary. You made choices over and over." The next step was my revenge. I invited our kids, her parents, and a few close friends for dinner. Linda thought it was a sweet gesture, a way to reconnect. She even kissed my cheek and said, "Thank you for trying." But halfway through dinner, I stood up. "Everyone deserves to know the truth," I said calmly. Then I connected my laptop to the TV. The screen lit up with photos and videos. Linda with strangers, sneaking out of the house, kissing men she had met at those parties. Gasps filled the room. My son stared in disbelief. My daughter's eyes filled with tears. Her parents sat frozen, horrified. Linda jumped up, screaming, "Turn it off! How dare you spy on me?" I looked at her coldly. "How dare you bring other men into our lives?" The room went silent, except for her sobs. Then I handed her the divorce papers in front of everyone. "We're done, Linda. And thanks to the prenup, you walk away with nothing." Her jaw dropped. "You can't do this." I already did. The fallout was brutal for her. Our kids cut her off. Her parents were disgusted. Friends she'd known for years stopped calling. And Ryan, the man she thought cared about her, dumped her as soon as the truth got out. Now she calls me constantly, leaves messages saying, "I made a mistake. Please forgive me." Sometimes she even shows up at my door, begging for another chance. But forgiveness isn't in me anymore. 25 years are gone, wasted on someone who valued a single night of excitement over a lifetime of loyalty. And the sweetest part? She's left with nothing but regret, while I've built a new life, one free of lies, one where I finally sleep peacefully at night. If you liked the video, please subscribe and turn on notifications.